Hello, welcome back to Joga Bonito. This is episode 6, I believe, and in today's episode, I'm going to show you a little bit of footage. As you can see in the background now, we're currently having the draw for the Copa Libatadores, and we'll see what kind of group we get there. There's going to be a little bit of me doing a bit of commentary, if you like. I'm going to talk over the recording, get us all up to date on where we are with the save, and think about the future, what we're going to do then. So yeah, as you can see behind me here, we have drawn Club Sport Emelec and Club Nacional de Football, who are the Uruguayan team. That's not a bad draw so far in the Copa Libertadores. This is the group stage. It's got a weird way of doing the draw. They kind of draw them all over the place. There must be something to do with seedings. The fourth club there is Universidad de Concepcion. That's our group, which apparently isn't too bad of a group to draw. We've avoided quite a few of the big teams. For instance, River Plate, Boca Juniors, they were all in there. And according to the news item there, as you can see, that's an easy group. So we'll take that all day long. The Copa Libertadores, if you are wondering, and I may be wrong on all of this, but is pretty much the biggest competition you can have in South America. It's the South American Champions League, if you like. Winning this gets you qualified for the Club World Cup. Recently this year, you would have seen Flamengo, I think, were the champions of the Copa Libertadores, playing Liverpool in that Club World Cup final. And yeah, so that's basically what that is. So that's a big focus for us. If we can do well in that, that's excellent, especially first season. So getting a nice easy draw there might be really useful in the long run. What you can see me doing here is putting a few team cohesion training sessions in. The team cohesion isn't great at the moment, and I think it's only good right in the middle, and that's not good if we want our team to get some good results. Yeah, we need to improve that. Hopefully, though, what I'm hoping is, as we're in the Minas Gerais State Championship, which is the state championship. In Brazil, they have a state championship and they have the national one, which is, say, their Premier League. And you play in your local state one, and then you, for half the year, and then the other half the year, you play in the Premier League. As far as I can see, anyway, I might be wrong. Let me know. If that is wrong, you need to let me know. We've got some decent games coming up in there that we can win, which should be quite easy. So hopefully our team cohesion can get boosted in those as well. We're still playing a really simple tactic, really. As you can see here, it is a custom Route 1 tactic, but it's very much not Route 1 anymore. I've taken all the long balls out. We're playing short football, but in a 4-4-2, keeping it simple. There you can see the team that I've just put together for a Super Cup game. Now, I've tried to find out why we're in the Super Cup, but without too much success, really. I think we might have won the Copa de Brazil or the Brazilian Cup in 2018, perhaps. We're still in 2019 now. But anyway, we've got a Super Cup game, which is basically a glorified friendly. I think it's actually treated more as a friendly than actually, say, the Community Shield in England. And anyway, we're playing Palmeiras in that now. We've gone for that 4-4-2. Similarly to the one that we played in our first competitive game in the last episode. And we actually played quite well in this game. As you can see by the stats there, we've had 9 shots compared to their 4. We're doing all right. We're not creating much. Not a lot is happening, as Palmeiras are having an attack here, look. Palmeiras are a decent team as well. Very much a first division team with some good looking players in there. Luis Adriano, Felipe Melo, I think, is playing for them, which is an interesting name to have in their team. But yeah, we play okay in this. As you see, we're into the second half now. We're doing okay. There's definitely a lot of work to be done, but the fact that we're nice and solid is good. Means that there's plenty of things to work on. You may have caught right at the very start of the of this recording, at the start of the episode, that I am still trying to get Thiago Almada in. I think it is possible. I did just delay it right at the start because we didn't quite have the money. I think we've sorted out the finances that it may be possible. It is not yet confirmed. I will let you know when it is. In fact, we may be able to jump into a bit of live, look at the news and do a bit of live recording at the end of this one to see whether we can get that done. In the game now, you can see we're into the 75th minute. I'm making a few changes. I've pushed Biro up a little bit further on that right wing. I'm still trying to wonder whether we should play with further forward wingers, or do we keep it simple with a 4-4-2? If we bring Almada in, he's a cam. So we could play him in midfield on the right or the left, which I've seen people do, and it's quite successful. But maybe we just play with a 4-2-3-1 and stick that cam. We bring our wingers forward, which we do have some well-suited ones. Anyway, as you can see in the game here, I'm just adjusting the highlights so that we can see, because we've gone to a penalty shootout in this game. Drew 0-0. We were probably the better team, but yeah, it's gone to penalties. And you can see Henrique stepping up and missing the first penalty for us there, which is less than ideal. Straight off the bat, we are going to be, as Boya comes and takes one for Palmeiras, straight down the middle, we're going to be 1-0 down in the shootout. And yeah, it's not ideal. But then again, glorified friendly. You can see not many fans there. Perhaps it isn't that important to them either. Although Brazilian fans are pretty passionate, going by the research that I've had a look. And obviously, you know, Brazilian, they're pretty nuts about their football. As you can see, we then go 2-1 down. We did score our first penalty, but they've scored both of theirs. Marquinhos Gabriel's going to take one for us now, left-footed. Down the middle, he does score. That makes it 2-2. Yeah, I need to remember, it is a friendly, and if we don't win, it doesn't matter too much. We're going to, we'll just move on. We've got that Minas Gerais State Championship, which is the, well, it must be the state championship for teams who are around Belo Horizonte and places that are near there. If I had a better geographical knowledge of Brazil, I might be able to give you a bit more insight in that, but I do not. But we're playing local teams. Do you remember how we looked at the table in past episodes, where it's basically us and Atletico Mineiro, and then a load of teams that are much less much less well known, with lower reputations? We should be beating them. We won our first game really comfortably in that tournament, so in that league. So hopefully we can move on and do all right and hopefully win it. I really think we should be winning it. So if we don't, that might be a bit of a problem going on. As you can see here, though, back to the game, Palmeiras have scored all of their penalties so far, all 4. If they score this one, they do go on and win the Supercup, the Brazilian Supercup. I was going to do some Brazilian Portuguese there, but I didn't want to. They do not score, as you can see there. I'm not sure why I got confused there. The keeper actually saved it, and we go to sudden death. Biro has the chance to score, and he has it saved. So yeah, we miss our one in sudden death. This is why I was confused. They then do have the chance again to go and win it. And here comes Dudu to take that. You can see there's a bit of buffering in the game here. I don't know if you have you had that in your game. Basically, I think this FM20 edition, I think it's a lot more CPU intensive, and you do have a bit of stuttering every now and then. Dudu does score the penalty though, and we do not win the Super Cup. Palmeiras come out as champions of this competition. I'm not too bothered about that. The board actually said that it was not important. They weren't going to judge our performance on it, so would have been nice to get some silverware straight off the bat there, but we actually are not going to win that one. We continue anyway, ready to get into this Minas Gerais State Championship, where we play actually Atletico Mineiro, the other big team in the competition. They're our next game. And just jumping in live then into the game to finish off today's episode, just wanted to bring you a little bit of news before we go. We have sold Ariel Cabral, who is a 31-year-old Argentinian midfielder that we had. We've sold him for £3 million, which is, you know, it might seem like a bit of a bargain for them, but he's 31, so he wasn't going to start, I don't think. So 3 million, we'll take that money. We do only get 575k of that, but that is enough to push our finances or our transfer budget up to 2.5 million. That should be enough to get us Thiago Almada, which when that comes back around, in fact, we might be able to go and do that now. You can actually confirm it straight away, can't you? Let's see if we can go and confirm that at the end of today's episode. Can we do that? Ask for confirmation. Yes. We should now, there we go, confirm the transfer of Thiago Almada. It does rise to 7 million, but if you've ever played any FM, you know how good this guy is. It's a nice way to build our team, I think. We'll get Thiago Almada in. Talked a little bit about whether we shift to a 4-2-3-1 to play him as a cam. Do we play him wide? We'll have to have a think about that. But After this game, we'll be able to see that he will be a Cruzeiro player, which is lovely, lovely news. Anyway, I'm going to leave today's episode there for today because the next episode is going to be this game that you see on the screen here. Atletico Mineiro, the other big team in this Minas Gerais State Championship, the other big team in the competition. If we can beat these here, we put ourselves in a fantastic position to go on and try and win this first state championship, which is the local league, and we'll be in a really good place going onwards in the save as a whole. We can start to then transition into playing that beautiful football, which is what we're trying to do. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there today. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you like the dynamic of today, a little bit of commentary to try and catch us up, talking over the game. If you like it like that, let me know. If you want to get just playing live and me playing it and commentating as I play, let me know that as well. Trying new things, still all very new for me, as I'm sure you're aware. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. While you're here, make sure you hit subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and make sure you turn the bell on to make sure you get notified for the videos going forwards. And I'll leave it at that. We'll be back for this Atletico Mineiro game next time. Peace out.